You feel better now?
Well, I hate that I couldn't get the Advents where I wanted them on the website, but other than that, yeah, I feel better.
But in the grand scheme of things, it's fine. Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Not House Podcast.
This is podcast number 37.
37.
Because I thought 36 was 37, so I remembered this is 37. It is Saturday, May
16th?
16th.
I only know that because that's when I made the Advents go
Live.
So I had to check the date a couple of times
To
yesterday.
be sure.
Yep.
Especially seeing that back on the calendar back there, I got it a day off.
Because all the days are the same.
You know.
So, hope everybody's doing well. Like we said, it's Saturday here in Frederick. Here in Frederick, it's Saturday everywhere. But
Right.
here in Frederick, we're opening up today. Not us, the Not House, but Frederick as a town in a county here in Maryland. Governor Hogan decided to let the counties kind of decide on their own if they were ready to open up. And
We're conservative as far as what got to open.
yeah, but those retail stores are 50%. Is that right?
Yes. One of the main things
50% capacity
is that it opened up curbside.
But restaurants and bars are not.
Right, they're not, even
So-
though they are in other parts of the state.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a lot more people out this weekend. It's a gorgeous weekend. It is, I think it's supposed to be 80 degrees today and nice tomorrow. And hopefully things start turning around. So
Even though we are not open.
Right, we are not open. The Not House is not open. I was telling a customer that called in this morning, I was kind of explaining that we kind of just want to wait and see and maybe, take some, best practices from some other places that open and see how it goes. We don't know if we're going to do by appointment only when we do open because, she was saying that there was a group of them that wanted to come.
Who was saying that?
One of the customers that called this morning.
Oh.
From Pennsylvania. And she was saying there's a group of them that can't wait to get out and come, to yarn shops.
I bet it's that group that always comes together, yeah.
And I said, well, in that case, that would need to be an appointment only, by appointment.
Yeah, because there's usually 5 or 6 of them that come.
Yeah. And a lot of people do that when they come visit yarn shops, right? They come in groups because, we move in packs.
Well, we do.
That's what we've done.
And in that case, we could just set aside, a morning or an afternoon whenever they wanted to come and take care of them when we open.
So we just don't know yet how we're going to do it, and we want to be thoughtful. And I'm seeing some people crossing the street right now, and they have masks on. So it's good. It's good to see everybody, being safe. So, so that's that.
Looks like they're coming to our door.
Well, they're looking to see if we're open. So, anyway.
The UPS man said, finally, after 4 days, and I said, I've been here every day. He said, the lights are off. And I said, that doesn't mean I'm not here.
It doesn't mean the lights are off, nobody's home?
No, it does not mean that. Matter of fact, it means she's probably in there.
So Mom's been here every day. We continue to have orders every day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to everybody. You have been so generous.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much. We just wanted to kind of do this podcast today because the Advent kids did go up and wanted to show you guys this new sweater that Mom finished. The pattern was just released, so that was another thing that we wanted to do. And then Mom's got a test knit that she wants to show.
I do.
And we had a couple other kits that we put up online. So why don't we start, Mom, with you talking about what you're wearing?
I am wearing Carolina's first design. It's Carolina Castillo.
Now, is the hat come out yet?
I don't think she's released the hat.
See, I told you guys, we don't really practice and rehearse this ahead of time.
Yeah, because she hadn't asked me
Because I
that
hadn't
question.
asked her, but see, it just came in my head.
But I don't think so. I do know before you had asked me, could you do the hat and still do the bigger cowl?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer to that question is yes.
Okay.
You can. So the
Because she's
name,
got a smaller one too. So this one's the smaller one.
right. The name of this is Amor
Propio?
which means self-love in Spanish.
Right.
And it's her first.
It's done out of DK weight.
It is. And Carolina is, I'm especially fond of. She's
Now listen, you can't be having favorites.
she's a favorite. And I own
Just
it.
saying,
And I own it.
You're gonna get some pushback.
I may get pushback, but I think everybody knows.
It's kind of like a parent saying which of their children are their favorite, right?
Well, she's from Costa Rica, and she is here with her husband that she met after she got here, and doesn't have any other family here.
Yeah.
So I feel particularly protective of her. Her mother did come, and I
Right.
did get to meet her mom, and she knitted with us, and she's a friend of mine on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So, but she's a new knitter. Carolina's a new knitter, and she just has that attitude that she, there's nothing she can't do. It's kind of like, well, why not? So she just does it, and she did a really good job on this one. So we have kits on the website.
And the pattern is free if you buy it.
If you buy the kit
yarn,
from
right?
us, the pattern is free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that.
That's what I'm wearing.
So, like I said, this is the Glimmer crop. And I'll have to stand up. And I tried this on with black underneath it. And Mom said that it was maybe a little bit more flattering with the black because I looked thinner. Turn around, show the back. But I really like the way the white kind of makes the color pop. So, I think it's adorable. These aren't my colors. I mean, I look at myself in here and I'm seeing it and I don't wear this purple color.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it looks, I think it's still, attractive
is one of
color
the-
for me, but.
That's one of the minis. I mean, the millies that you've got.
True. No, this is not,
This is Love Child.
this is Love Child. This is not Better With It. This is, not Bridesmaid.
No, but
But it's close.
my point was,
It's
it is
lavender.
Yeah.
It's in the lavender family. But Mom picked these colors, and I think we showed it in progress last time.
I think I did. Yeah.
Right. So the pattern is by Whimsy North. It's Margaret, and she's doing a knit along right now. And I think the pattern just came available yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some kits for that.
And I will say, this is her first garment. She said she's done other designs, but this is her first garment, and she did a really good job on it.
Now, is she in Michigan? I'm trying to think of where she is.
I don't know that I know where she is.
I don't remember. I always try to at least
I know
look
she's
at it
got
and
small
then
small
yeah.
children, yeah.
So it's Whimsy North, and it's WHIMSY. There's no E, so Whimsy North if you're looking for it. So we put some kits together. Clearly we have this kit that Mom did hers in, right? So these are the colors. You know, Mom, I hope that the video looks better.
Maybe somebody complained about it being. No, they couldn't hear.
They couldn't hear.
They said I speak too softly. Could we adjust the volume?
Somebody also said that Mom can't get a word in edgewise either. So,
That's not true. It's not true.
sometimes Mom's not, she has different moods.
Sometimes I don't have a lot to say.
Not me. I'm always in the same mood. Anyway, so this is one of the kits, of course. This is probably number one. I don't know. Did you number these, Mom, or did you put them as by color?
No, they're numbered. That's number one.
Now, this is another color that Mom picked out. These three. Okay, so Mom, I want you to, because she showed these to me on the phone. We were FaceTiming because I'm at home and she's picking out colors. So I kept saying, tell me where what is what. So while I'm sitting here, you can tell people what's
this
what.
would be the body and the top, right?
So that would be good color up against the face.
Yeah. This would be where the light color is. So
Okay,
a pop
that's
of
your
color.
light. Yep.
Now, you could do it either way for this, either one of these to be the dark color. And then,
I would do the navy.
right, because the navy and the blue, it would mean that it was the ribbing.
Right. So at the bottom part.
Right. But if you were more of a teal girl, you could use this as your dark, and then the navy would just be where the
rust is.
yes.
So you did this per the pattern.
I did.
So when I tried it on today, because I haven't tried it on, even though I've seen it on the mannequin for a week or so since she's finished it. Mainly, I guess I was afraid to try it on because I thought it might be too small, but it isn't. What size did you do for me?
I think that is a 44.
Okay, you said it measured as a 40 before you blocked it.
Right. It did.
Okay. You did not add any length to it.
I did not add any length to it.
So you could add length to it.
Yes, you
Now, how
definitely
much
could.
yarn?
You would still have enough yarn.
Because you would add the length with this main color.
Right, and I barely got into the second skein of this.
Okay, so
So you would have enough.
enough to add an inch or
Right.
so.
And
Because you could add, I'll stand up again. You could add just a little bit and then it would come to the top. Now, if I had on high-rise jeans, these are not considered high, but you could add just a little bit longer.
You could. You could.
And you would have enough yarn.
And you would have enough yarn. Right.
Okay. Now, did you modify the sleeves?
I added just a couple of rows before I started the ribbing.
Okay.
Mainly because when I pick up the stitches, because here you just pick up the stitches,
Mm-hmm.
I want 1 or 2 rows done before I start ribbing.
To smooth it?
Just to smooth
Okay.
it, to get it,
She's picky.
where there's no gaps underneath the arms.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I noticed on the one I'm doing that Caitlin just released, I did an extra row more than what it called for, just because I didn't have the underneath the arm the way I wanted it.
Okay, so that's another color way to do. I think we had 4. Oh, okay, yeah, let's do this one next.
Now, the funny part about this one,
Here, you talk, because I don't let her get a word in edgewise.
the funny part about this one is she said, when I showing her the picture, she said, "Can we not do a neutral kit?" And I said, "Well, no. We're not known for neutrals."
And I said, well, I need to dye up more neutrals. And I can hear Kylie now saying, yes. She's in the background going, yes. Yes, blacks and grays.
So, matter of fact, she picked up a skein of black yesterday. So, this is your body and your top.
And that is bronze. Is it bronze or bronzer?
Bronzer.
Bronzer, right.
And then this, which is the same color as what is here, would be your papa color,
The lightest color.
the lightest color. And then
And that doesn't matter that it's close to this because it's not next to it anywhere, right?
only place it's next to it is these 2 stripes down here.
Okay.
And then I've got Chateau Bordeaux and I've got Blue Eyes of Steel. And again, you could use, I would probably use that one as my darkest color.
The dark purple.
So that you would do the ribbing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Blue Eyes of Steel would be your rust color again. But you've got plenty of yarn. You could do it either way. And I mean, not that that's bad. It's just that we all know that that looks more me.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that is our neutral kit. As neutral,
We'll see if I can do neutrals.
of course,
so-
to Heather, Blue Eyes of Steel is neutral. Everybody can wear that.
I think it is a neutral.
I know you do. It would not be
Anyway.
what Kylie would think is a neutral.
Anyway. So then this is another kit. And I will say that Margaret commented on our post, and she said that this was the kit she loved that we put together. Probably because she likes these two colors together.
Probably.
Yeah, because it would be pretty. Did I help pick this one out?
No.
Did I help with anything?
No.
It's not true, I did, because I said we needed a neutral kit.
Yeah, and that's what we ended up with, neutral.
All right, so then real quick, do these the same way.
Okay, so this is your body.
Pretty.
I
think this one's my favorite.
I would probably do the navy for the ribbing.
Yeah.
And then your gold would just be a pop of color here. And this would be where the white is.
Yeah. This one really would look pretty because right where the rust is, that, and it's just a little bit. It's not too much.
Well, that, and it's mostly next to the
navy blue.
To the navy blue.
So again, I don't think we have these named, right?
They're numbered.
No. Well, I didn't number them when I posted them on Instagram.
No, but on our website they are. But the pictures are there.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's one last one.
Oh. Okay. This is the pastel-y one.
Right. Summery looking one. So here we have Beach House is going to be
Isn't that what this is? No, that's American Sky.
It's going to be the body and up next to your face. And then Secrets, which again is this color.
Secrets is used a lot actually in these kits.
And then I would probably do this for the ribbing and the dark color.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's
then,
dark, but not dark.
Right. And then ribbons and bows would be where the rust is. So that's a really pretty, I think, springy, summery looking without being bold colors.
Okay, good job. So like I said, she's got a knit along going, and I don't know if the pattern is discounted or not.
Seems like it is.
Yeah, for a short period of time. So anyway, so I also want to say that Spun Right Round has kits too, and she did hers in. That's the one it was designed in.
And it was a tweed.
Yeah, it was a tweed. It was a little fleck, and I know that Renee's kits went up last night.
Right.
So. Let's see. All right. So what else do we want to show? We got new Olan in.
Which we showed.
We did a live on that.
Yes. So we got a few more colors. We didn't get that much more than what we had when we did the live.
And we got the single ply and we got the fingering. What does she call the fingering?
Sock light.
Sock light.
Mm-hmm.
So we put kits together for Unwind for Tracy of the Grocery Girls. She had a pattern that released, I don't know, maybe it was 2 weeks ago that she released the pattern. And it's a really pretty triangle shawl, kind of mindless. I think there's some yarn overs, some eyelets.
It basically is just eyelets and I think garter.
And then it's got a wide rib.
Yeah, on the bottom.
On the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So you just need 2 skeins of that. And this one, we are offering the pattern at no cost when you buy the yarn.
That's correct.
So, Mom, since I talk too much, why don't you go through the colors?
Oh, goodness. Well, this is one, which is pink, and it's hard to see, but there is pink in this gold, and I think that's really
I'll
pretty.
show.
You show.
I'll be Vanna.
You be Vanna.
If I could only be Vanna. My hair, I've got a mullet going in the back.
I do too. I
And
cut
it's
the front of mine.
It's long. This one's pretty. This one's strong. So this is a dark green. It's called Portrait. Oh, that's such a great name. I don't always get to see the names. I love the names. Naming is probably one of the hardest things about dyeing the yarn after you come up with a color. I think they're pretty close as far as challenges. So this is North Star.
But they're not named on the...
Right, they're not named in the kits.
No, they're just numbered.
But somebody could say, you know what, I really like this portrait and I want to do a sweater. And
yeah. So that, believe it or not, is my favorite.
really? Now the purple is completely understandable why that's your favorite.
I love those two together.
Yeah, you guys heard it. So that means, you know.
I think that would be so striking.
I think it's the name you like.
No, it's not.
It's named Chai. And chai tea is one of Mom's favorite. It's her favorite tea. That and Lipton. Although you do like the Paris.
I do like the Paris.
You like the Paris now too.
I do.
So chai is the green. And I have to say the camera's showing these pretty true.
I just
color-wise.
really like those two together. I think that would make such a striking shawl.
Okay. All right.
All right, so here's a more muted.
Yeah, this one you wouldn't have as much contrast, but it really would be soft and pretty. Cognac and Passé. There's another one.
And then I know this is crazy, but
I don't think it's crazy.
I really like
It's a good orange.
Remember the Melanie Berg Drachenfeld that I did?
Yeah, the Drachenfeld.
That was gray and orange. And
There, you guys can see those.
And it was
really
very,
pretty.
very striking.
It's really pretty. Jess does such a great job. She's gonna have a baby soon.
I know. And
You know, she said she was gonna do kits. She posted that she's gonna have Advents.
no.
Yeah, she posted this morning of she's delayed her one club that she does. You know how she does the clubs, right? So she's delayed one because she is about to have a baby any minute.
About to pop.
She's about to have a baby, yeah. But anyway, she said that she wanted to still do another club, and she wanted to do Advents. Yeah, she's crazy. So
And they have a big announcement that's coming in the next week or two.
I know. Anyway, so this is the last one, the last kit option. So now, Mom, we talked about this too. Are these all of these are not in singles? Some of them are singles, and some of them are sock. So if that's important to you, then
you need to call me and ask me about it.
Yeah, because that one is So that is that.
We had a purple set, and it sold out.
I know, you're working on a replacement, aren't you?
I am. I just need to get a picture up of it to take the place of the other one.
Right, because you have to have purple.
It sold out first.
I know, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. Knitters are crazy about the purples.
Yep. All right.
No, you got one more you gotta talk about.
See, this is why she does all the talking. I really don't want to talk.
See?
So, Tanis has come out with a new sweater called...
Tanis of Tanis Fiber Arts?
Yes. Tanis Lavallee.
Mm-hmm. She's in Canada, right?
I think she is.
Because I saw her yarn. I saw her yarns years and years and years ago at Espace Tricot before everybody knew who Espace Tricot was.
Or before there was a knot house.
Yeah, and before there was, But she doesn't wholesale that much.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah. But anyway, she does some great patterns.
I saw this pattern when she called for a test on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the middle of another test, but I thought it would be...
We got to get you doing out of all the tests so that you can get your designs going.
Yeah.
Because you can't design and test.
No. Well, I guess while we're closed, I can do that because nobody's coming in the shop to see my tests.
No, but we talk about it and you still have to do some tests.
See?
And that's how you get to be a good designer too, right?
I think so.
Because you learn from your tests, right?
I do. And you learn...
The way different people put things together.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway, sorry.
So, it's called the Rock, R-O-C-K, it, I-T-T-T-E-E, instead of rocket.
Did I spell it wrong somewhere?
No, But when you say it, it sounds like it's rocket,
Yeah, but it is rocket.
but it's rocket.
Right.
Right. Anyway,
Not a spaceship, though.
right, not a spaceship though. Maybe that's what I ought to say. Rocket, but not a spaceship. You want to talk?
I don't want to talk. I was just thinking about me spilling my water going down the stairs this morning at 6:30. He said there wasn't just water, it was Mio water, which was red. And I decided that that was not going to be how my day went today. So I'm in a good mood.
All right. So we put some kits together for this. Now, first of all, let me say
Oh, I have to pull it up. You keep
that
talking.
From size 32 through 41, it just takes one skein of mohair and one skein of sock. So we put a few kits together, but there's a lot more possibilities. And mostly what I did was tone on tone, imagine that. But you could do it having a different color.
This is it, guys.
It's cute as it can be.
Yeah. It's loose.
Has 6 inches of positive ease.
Somebody asked if you were a new knitter,
And
would it be a good one for you to do?
And I answered that. It's just stocking net, so, and it's, I'm sure it's in the round. You go bottom up in the round till you divide for the sleeves, or at least I think that's how you do it.
So you just got some make one rights, make one lefts for the sleeve.
Yep.
But you have to be comfortable really kind of working with mohair.
Well, mohair is slow, and that's what I added to your comment, is that it's not that mohair's hard.
Yeah.
It's just slow, because it's
It also, doesn't it also look better after you block it?
a lot better after you block it. So I put a few kits together, and they're on the website, but there's also a ton of other combinations.
Right.
Using other yarns. I mean, we've got Miss Lamont that you could use along with mohair. There's just
Right, you wouldn't use totally Miss Lamont.
no,
You would just use one Miss Lamont.
one Miss Lamont with a mohair.
Right.
Right. Now, size 44 all the way up to 60, whatever her last size is, only takes 2 skeins of each. Now, we were asked about that, and I made sure that I had all the way to the largest size covered
Okay.
with 2 and 2.
So you don't have to think about it, really.
Right. I mean, one will cover a 41, and then starting at 44, you're going to need 2 and 2.
Okay.
Okay.
We also have a hypothesis.
We do?
And hypothesis we could put with some of my mohairs.
Yes.
And
We also have Julie Oslin Fino
yep.
and the Olan.
And the Olan.
So there's a lot of other kits or skeins that you could pick out. And if you have any questions about what mohair you would want to put with it, you could just give me a call.
And you'll FaceTime.
And I'll FaceTime. And we'll see what we can put with it. We're a little low on mohair.
But I'll dye it up.
I know. Okay?
So you just have to have a little bit of a vision. If there's something that you see, you just need to say, would Heather mind dyeing this color up in mohair?
Right.
And Mom will say, sure.
I don't say it quite like that. So this is bubbly, and I think on the website these are named and not numbered.
This one's Blue Eyes and Steel, a beautiful neutral.
Pink Flamingo, Dove, a true neutral.
That would be pretty if you have like if you're darker skinned.
Right.
Would be really pretty.
Yes. And if you're fairer skinned, you've got Romeo. And I think we got an order for my pink lady.
Mm-hmm. And then of course we have navy. So anyway, there's plenty of options. If you're interested in doing it, just let us know. Those kits are up there, and you can also just whatever's online. You could also just go ahead and if you do 1 and 1 and it not be a kit,
Yes.
right?
That's right.
So I think that's all for our kits that we currently have going.
Some of the old kits are still up there too.
Right.
But
Spring Thing is still up. And Casa Pinka's
Breathe and Hope.
Breathe and Hope is still up. And then, like I said earlier, Carolina's is still there. Like I said earlier, the Advents are up, and the Hanukkah, 8 days of Hanukkah are up. So real quick, I'll just talk about those for a minute. I decided to do Hanukkah, and because why not? And I don't want to really exclude anybody. That being said, I don't know a lot about Hanukkah.
But you'll learn by then.
Right. I'm fascinated with the donuts and the bread thing. I have to do some research on that. So the theme for the Advents is holiday favorites. So I'm going to kind of go through what I consider really good Christmas songs that I like. Hopefully you'll like them too. And I will do a colorway around that song. We got to get labels for the minis too. We keep thinking about everything about the Hanukkah kits that we have to put together. What we're going to put in them, all the surprises.
Be patient with us. This is our first one.
Yeah. So
let me also say right here, let me interrupt. We are having some troubles with our website.
We won't by the time this gets done.
Hopefully.
Right.
But if you do have a problem, please just call me. All right, now go ahead.
Okay. Actually, the problems with the website are not the website. It's if you're doing it on your phone. And I actually have a call in to try to get that corrected. So what was I saying?
You were talking about the Advents. I'm sorry.
Right. So we were talking about the songs. And so at first I was going to try to do Hanukkah songs too, but I don't. That just isn't exciting to me. What I was excited about when I was researching the pictures for, posting and that kind of thing, because you have to have pictures, I was fascinated with all of the donuts. And there's other things that I don't know about. So I thought, you know what, I'll use this as an opportunity to educate myself about Hanukkah. And there's only 8. So that's good.
That'll be
but
a little easier.
There will be prizes in there. We're already working with some people now to try to make it special. And I'll go ahead and say what the prices are here. We don't put the prices out on Instagram or on Facebook, but the prices for the Hanukkah kit is $90.
Yes.
Right? And then it's $200 for the Advent if you don't want an extra skein. I should say that the Hanukkah comes with 8 mini skeins and 1 full skein, along with all the goodies. So then the regular Advent is just 25 minis of pearl sock. And pearl, I don't have it here, but you guys know what it is. It's 100% merino.
Tight
twist. And then there's another option if you want a full skein with the 25 minis. So that one's $225. So the Hanukkah kits will ship for $5.
Yes.
And the Christmas Advents will ship for $10.
Yes.
Right? No matter where you are. Except, how do you want to handle international?
They need to call me.
Right, because
or email me.
Because there's not an international option, but so they can email you.
Yes, they can email me.
Okay. And we all know how responsive Mom is when it comes to emails and stuff like that. There will be a limited quantity. I might do another last call. I don't know yet how they're going to go. I hope they go well. We did them live this morning at 10. We've had a big rush, and we might add more. So anyway, so that's that. Yeah.
So what are you working on?
So I'm still working on the ladyfinger. Have to hold myself accountable here, but it's been a crazy little week at work for me because we're getting ready for quarterly reviews. When you're in sales, basically that means you have to tell everybody how you're going to add up to your number. So before you can tell them how you're going to add up to your number, you have to figure out that yourself. Especially
if you're going to add up to that number.
Especially if you've been gone for a little while. So anyway, so I've just been working a lot of hours and haven't really had a chance to
going to lose those stitches.
I've lost them before. I'll pick them up.
Okay.
So this is Ladyfinger. Ladyfinger kits are still on there,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Now I'm going to say something, and you're probably thinking it already. She hasn't. She's been nice enough because she's my mom that she wouldn't tell me. But I think I should have switched and had the navy where the dark green is. I do think that. But it is fun, and I'm almost ready to split for the sleeves. Actually,
I think you did that because you wanted
I wanted the navy with the
speckle.
starlight.
Yeah.
But I think that the dark green would still look pretty with the starlight too.
Okay.
But anyway, so these are still kits that are on the website. Now this is not a free pattern any longer. This was a knit along, but Morthunder is the designer of this one. She's cute as she can be. She has the funnest videos. You know.
Yeah.
It would be nice to be, young and a millennial and be fast and all that stuff and have the vision and the creativity and energy to do all that. But
mostly
energy. Yeah. So anyway, so I got to keep working on this. I am committed to do it.
You lost your stitch marker too.
Oh, great. Oh, it's right here. This is my toilet roll stitch marker from Ann Tudor. So yeah, so other than that, I'm dyeing yarn. Pretty much I'm dyeing by order now.
Pretty much.
Except for kits. We try to have a little bit in for the kits. And so yeah, that's that. Oh, your test knit.
Yeah. Which is not a test anymore. She released it on Friday. Oh, it's too tall.
Well, better for us to know it's too tall right now. Can we lower it from here, or do you have to change mannequins?
A little bit lower.
It's as far as it goes.
Okay.
Can you guys, here, let me tilt the camera up. If I tilt the camera up, it'll make sure that we have it.
So this is Caitlin Hunter. You have to,
There you go.
perfect. This is Caitlin Hunter's new Juniper. Now, she says that it's after her chickens.
I thought it was a rooster,
Well, maybe it is her rooster,
which is a chicken.
which is a chicken. And as Heather has informed me, my colors are very similar to her colors.
To Caitlin's colors.
Yes. Now, I didn't think so when I was doing it, but
You never do.
this peach color is a new color of Heather's. It's not up on the website yet.
That's bronzer.
Bronzer. And then this gray, does it look gray in the picture?
It looks dark because you're not close enough.
Is blue, is it blue steel? No, blue slate.
Yeah, it's blue slate. The darkest gray is blue slate.
Right. And then it is Chateau Bordeaux. Caitlin used brown here, and I use burgundy. And this is deco. And this is a lawn doubled, a fingering doubled, because I laughed and said it's North Star.
Is it North Star?
I said that, there's a whole shop full of yarn in here, and I couldn't find the color I wanted.
NDK.
NDK.
NDK, she couldn't, because we know the story about that.
So I just got a skein of fingering and I doubled it.
Did you use the single, or did you use the sock? Or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. I can't tell.
Okay.
Gorgeous pattern. Now, Caitlin has you decrease at the waist, and there's a 3-inch ribbing.
Does this mean that the whole crop thing is going away?
She considers this cropped.
But if you have a crop, the whole thing is not, there's not very many that have ribbing, cinched ribbing.
No, there's not very many, so it's different.
Yeah.
She's cinching, and she looks gorgeous in it, in her pictures. But it's just, this stops at your waist.
Yeah.
And then the ribbing. So what I've done is she hasn't tried it on.
Yeah,
so I still have a needle in it because I wasn't sure where I wanted to start the ribbing. And because of that, I started on the sleeve last night.
But it is short sleeved.
To the elbow.
To the elbow? Okay.
Yeah. But it has ribbing on it. So I'm about halfway done with the color work on it. And it just has a narrow 1-inch ribbing on it.
So is this different? Is there anything different about this design other than the cinched in waist, Mom?
No. No. There's a couple of places up in here. I think there's 2 places that there are 3 colors in a row.
I see them right up here at the beginning when you first bring the burgundy in.
And there's quite a few.
In this one?
In that one that has 3 colors.
And 3 colors are harder?
Well, you can't do it two-handed because you got 3 colors going in the same row. I put 1, 2, 3. I like to do it at a table where you can just pick up, put down, pick up, put down, pick up, put down, and they never get tangled, which means you've used them all in the same sequence. Versus normally you'd have them in a tangled mess.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to sit them on the table so I can keep them that way. On that one, I didn't do them on the table. I did on this one. That one, I just kept them. They were in my bag, but I just was very careful not to get them tangled. And you just have to be sure that you don't get your floats too tight.
So you're using 1 skein of each color?
I have used 2 skeins of the dark gray.
Really?
Yeah, I would have thought
I guess it is carried all the way through from beginning to end.
I would have thought I would have needed another burgundy.
Yeah.
And
Chateau Bordeaux.
I got 2 skeins and I wound them. I don't know that I'll need the second one.
So is your ribbing, what color is your ribbing going to be in?
Gray.
Okay, and for the sleeves too. Okay. So you don't know that you're going to need that Chateau Bordeaux?
I don't.
Wound up?
I may, but I don't know.
Okay.
Just depends on if I go any, in my head this was going to be longer than what it is.
Well, I still think I want you to make it a little bit longer.
Okay.
So.
And I've already done it 1, 2, 3, 4 repeats more than what she had it.
Oh, so you've already gone longer. So it really is cropped. So it really is up here and then the ribbing.
You almost have to have a high-waisted.
So it's kind of like a bust accentuator. Oh boy, that's not going to be good.
Well, that's the reason I already knew.
Yeah.
And you got to remember.
Of course, the picture that she has of her wearing it, it's high. Yeah.
It's high. You got to remember too, though. You got 3 inches of ribbing, so that's going to bring it to here.
Okay. Well, if you've already done it longer, then.
Oh yeah. I just didn't know if I wanted it. If you wanted it longer yet.
No, I think you have to be careful. You might lose the way it's supposed to look if you don't.
Well, and if you're going to cinch it in at the waist, you're short-waisted.
Yeah.
So, all right, there you go. I really have enjoyed doing it. I think I've done what I've got done in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, because you just finished this one.
Yeah.
As soon as you finished.
I started on this one, and as soon as I started on it, matter of fact, I don't think it's been 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks Sunday. She told us that she was going to release it on the 15th, and all of us are scrambling because she had another sweater that's in test that she was supposed to release before this one.
Right.
So I really like this one though. But then we all know that I really like Caitlin's sweaters. So this part down here is just 4 stitches that you repeat around and around and around.
So it's the same part as right here.
Nope, this is 6.
Oh.
But this is 4.
Oh, I see. It is narrower. Yeah. Okay.
And I think the sleeves are just
So what are you saying?
4.
That makes it easy?
Yeah, it's
Your
much
point?
easier.
Yeah.
My point is that it's much easier. All of Caitlin's that have the full body color work, they all look, it's like the doodle. They all look harder than what they are. But if it's 4 stitches, you just, that's, you know, it's 3 and 1 or 2 and 2 or 3, 1 and 3. So it's not nearly as difficult as it looks like it is my point. And I think that isn't talked about enough because people are afraid of an all color work sweater when you really don't need to be.
Okay. It is pretty. You do pretty work.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think that's it. I think that's all we have to talk about.
I think that's all we have to talk about.
We are getting Cozy Posy in.
Yes, we are. She posted that maybe next week.
It will ship. We don't know how long it'll take to get here.
Right.
I mean,
but
I'm still waiting on bias tape from London. It shipped April 9th.
I get to walk down the hill today to the distillery to get hand sanitizer.
Oh, you're getting it from the distillery. I thought you were getting it from
10th Ward?
Yeah, 10th Ward.
No. Clinton.
So we are doing curbside, guys.
Yeah, we are.
Of course, for those of you guys that watch us on the podcast, so many of you are so far away, which we appreciate, but doing it curbside doesn't help you any. But for all of our locals, we are doing curbside, so you can come wave at Mom.
That's true.
So again, we hope you guys are safe. We hope your families are safe. And it's crazy, this thing that we're going through, but hopefully we'll all be better for it, and hopefully we'll figure it out, and hopefully we'll all get to see each other soon. I don't know about that,
but there's nothing we can do about it. So, making the best of our new normal. A friend of mine and I talk every morning, and I told her we just had to be positive, and we have to start the day out positive.
even if you drop
Mio all
a
down.
huge thing of Mio all down your stairs with your white baseboards.
So, and that's, you got to think of how it could be worse.
Yeah.
So we are appreciative of our health, and we're appreciative that everyone in our close surrounding family is well.
Yeah.
And we hope yours are as well.
And Mandy, she gets to work at the Mayo, so she's,
Yes,
she's protected.
kind of.
Maybe more than
Kind of.
than some of us.
Right. And that we aren't in the hospital and that we're doing well.
Right. No, and
We appreciate all the orders. I try to let everybody know how appreciative I am, but if I haven't, we are. And I enjoy talking to everybody when you call. So
even at 8 o'clock in the morning.
sometimes at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
But it's my fault. I answer at 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's what I tell her. I tell her that she can let it go to voicemail.
I have such a hard time letting anything go to voicemail.
Yeah. You're afraid you're going to miss something. That's what it is. You're afraid you're going to miss something.
Well, I've always been afraid I was going to miss something. My mother used to say that I didn't want to go to sleep at night because I was afraid I would miss something. So, if you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me.
We probably won't podcast. Let's see, Memorial Day weekend is coming up. It's not this weekend. It's next weekend.
Is it next
It's
week?
next weekend. So everybody have a good Memorial Day weekend.
Safe.
Yes, and
Safe.
cook out and knit and
Enjoy.
drink. So, all right. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Oh, and if you're watching, subscribe. Please subscribe.
Yeah.
We haven't had as many subscribers lately.
No, but we had a lot of people watch the last one.
I know. A lot of people do watch. So anyway, if
And
you
we
watch, please
appreciate that.
subscribe. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye. All right, are you ready for a picture?
Is that the picture you want?
But that's how you. That's how
Are you saying that that's how I do your pictures?
Sometimes. That was a funny picture, though.
Which one?
The one where I'm going, where's my code? Where's my code?
Well, everybody was worried about their codes.
I know. All right, that's it.
All right.